Today's lunch is very simple, dal chawal and raw banana fry. Making dal is going to be very quick today. Here's my ginger, garlic and tomato paste ready to go in. For masala, I have added salt, turmeric, red chili powder, jeera and coriander powder. In goes some salt, pepper and lemon juice, and a refreshing summer salad is ready in 5 minutes. Let's plate this thali, a pure homemade thali made with love. Dal chawal, raw banana fry, salad, curd, raw mango and garlic pickle and papad. Today I am going to make raw mango rasam. I have seen it somewhere and it was quite tempting for summers. So I'll now peel, cut and add the raw mango to a pressure cooker along with some salt and green chilies. I will pressure cook it for 3 whistles. I'm also going to make village style roasted brinjal. I asked my house help to roast the brinjal, onion, garlic, green chilies and tomato in the gas flame, so that made things quite easy. To a chopper, I'll add all of this except for the brinjal. To that, I have also added some tamarind water. For tadka, I'm going to add some oil to a tadka pan. To that, I have added some dry red chilies, mustard seeds, chopped garlic and curry leaves. I'm also making this squash fry on the side with some garlic in the tadka and grated coconut. For the tadka in the rasam, to a pot I have added some mustard seeds, curry leaves and dry red chilies. Then I have added the boiled raw mango puree along with water, turmeric powder, salt and the rasam powder that I just made. At this point you can also add 1 cup of boiled dal to it if you like it thick. I haven't added any dal to mine. Here's our summer thali ready: brinjal chutney, squash fry, raw mango rasam and curd rice. It's time for our lunch. Today I'm making some mixed dal, brinjal fry or begun bhaja and some chicken curry. I'm also going to make some Kosambari. So for that, in a bowl I have added grated carrots, radish, soaked yellow moong dal, chopped green chilies, and for the tadka I will add some mustard seeds and curry leaves in oil and add that to the bowl along with some coriander leaves, lemon juice and grated coconut. For making the brinjal fry batter, I will take some besan along with salt, turmeric, red chili powder and water. Here's lunch ready and let's plate it now. Some dal, brinjal fry, chicken curry, kosambari and some amras before the mango season is over. Today for lunch I am going to make Parwal aloo sabji, mixed dal and soya chilli gravy. For the pointed gourd sabji, I will add some methi seeds to the oil, then add the gourd and potato chunks. I will fry them for a while, then add salt and haldi. Then I will add masala like jeera and coriander powder and chopped tomatoes. If you prefer, you can also add tomato paste that will make the gravy thick. For the soya chili, I will fry the boiled soya chunks for a while, then I will add the chopped onions and capsicum. In a bowl, I'll add in the sauces like soya sauce, vinegar, ketchup and chili sauce. Then I will add that to the karai along with soya chunks. At this point, I will also add corn flour to thicken the gravy. Here I am giving tadka to the boiled mixed dal with pach phoron, dry red chilies, chopped onions and tomatoes along with salt, turmeric and red chili powder. I will also make a quick salad with cucumber, tomato, grated carrot and salt. For dinner, I am making spaghetti, stir-fried broccoli and mushroom. It's been so long that we had something nice at home. In a pan, I will add some oil, then add chopped garlic, mushrooms and broccoli with a spoon of soy sauce. Then in the same pan, I will add some olive oil. To that I will add a lot of garlic and fresh red chilies. Then I will add the boiled spaghetti. This one is for Kaya. Today's menu I have mutton pepper dry, mixed dal, Lauki sabji and some sprouts salad. Since the Lauki was already pre-cut, it's going to be quick. I'm not going to use too many utensils to cook today to make cleaning easy at the end. I will cook all the dishes in one pot. For mutton pepper dry, I am going to roast some spices like pepper, fennel and cinnamon stick and grind it into a coarse powder, and then I will add 1 handful of coriander and curry leaves to the jar and grind it along with some water to make a paste. This literally tasted like the restaurant. I was so happy with the recipe. Those who are non-vegetarian here, it's a must-try recipe for you. I will steam the sprouted moong to make some salad to go with our lunch. I added some chopped onions, tomatoes, green chilies, coriander leaves and some boiled potatoes, salt and chaat masala. For those who want to eat well and healthy home cooked food yet are busy to invest time, meal prep is for you. Let's make some dinner tonight. I'm going to make spaghetti Arabiatta but with a twist. Here in a pot, I will drop in 2 tomatoes and the spaghetti to the boiling water. Parth is also going to roast some chicken in the oven. I'm going to grind the boiled tomatoes after taking off the peels along with 1 tablespoon of soy sauce and a green chili. In a pan to the olive oil, I'll add some finely chopped garlic and then the tomato paste, also some salt, pepper, oregano and red chili flakes. After the paste is cooked a little, I will add the spaghetti and then mix them well and add the grated cheese. It was such a delicious treat. You should try making spaghetti with soy sauce next time. It's almost lunchtime and today I'm going to make a super quick version of rasam that I found on Google and wanted to try it out. Along with some fish fry, I will also add 1 handful of masoor dal to the rasam to make it a little thick. To a grinder, I'll add 3 tomatoes, 2 green chilies, few garlic cloves, some peppercorn and some jeera seeds. Once the masoor dal is boiled, I will beat it with a manual grinder to make it smooth. I will mix some tamarind in hot water along with a little bit of jaggery. Then to the masoor dal, I will add the tamarind pulp along with the paste I just made. For the tadka, I'll add some oil, mustard seeds, curry leaves and dry red chilies. Then pour the prepared rasam. For marinating the fish, I'll use some salt, haldi, red chili powder, lemon juice and some garlic powder. I'm going to make some dalia or broken wheat khichdi for dinner later. I will soak half cup dalia and half cup moong dal in a bowl for an hour or so. For the khichdi, I will chop some lauki, onions, tomatoes along with some curry leaves and green chilies. In a pressure cooker, I have added some mustard seeds, curry leaves, peppercorns and green chilies. Then I will add the onions and Lauki and fry them for a while. And then add the chopped tomatoes along with some salt. At this point you can also add spices if you want. For us, we are just eating it very plain so that it's easy on our tummies at night. Then I will add the soaked dalia and moong dal and fry it for a while and then pressure cook it for 3 whistles. For lunch today, I'm going to make a recipe of bharwa mirchi or stuffed chili. I also have some bhindi for making some bhindi onion fry. I'm also boiling 2 potatoes for making the stuffing of chilies. For the bhindi, I just added some nigella seeds to the oil, then the chopped onions and green chilies, and then dropped in the chopped bhindi with some salt, turmeric and red chili powder. After the bhindi is done, I'll make the aloo stuffing in the same karai. To the oil, I added some jeera seeds, chopped onions and green chilies, then the boiled and mashed potatoes with some salt and haldi. To the same karai, I'll quickly make a spinach chickpea pulao, and for that I have added some ghee, jeera seeds, chopped onions, 1 handful of boiled chickpeas or chana, and chopped spinach. After the spinach gets a little soft, I will add the boiled rice to it. Now to the chilies, I'll make a slit and stuff the potato mixture in it generously. I will shallow fry the stuffed chilies in a cast iron pan that helps it to give the nice brown color. Here's our lunch ready. I soaked Rajma last night, so it's going to be a quick Rajma Chawal. I'm going to use 1 chopped onion, 2 tomato puree, ginger garlic paste and 2 green chilies. For masala, I have only used ready-made Rajma masala and red chili powder. I'm also quickly making onion salad to go with it. I have added some salt, red chili powder and chaat masala. I'm going to make a quick lunch now since we were all hungry. I'm trying to make Chole Bature for the first time. Let's see how it turns out. To a bowl, I have taken some all-purpose flour and added some salt, sugar and oil, along with some curd and water. To a pot, I have added 1 big cardamom and some jeera seeds along with some chopped onions and some salt. Also a tablespoon of ginger garlic paste and paste of 3 tomatoes. For the masala, I have added some red chili powder and homemade chana masala. Then I will add the boiled chana and let it mix well with the masala. Then I will add the required water and let it simmer for some time. Once the chana is done, I'll give tadka with ghee, thinly sliced ginger, slit green chilies and kasuri methi. Also some red chili powder for a nice color. Time to make the baturas. Unfortunately, it didn't puff up because the recipe asked for sooji and I ran out of it. Nevertheless, it turned out super soft and delicious. I'm making this Thai recipe called Pad Thai Noodles tonight. I'm using prawns for this recipe. You can use whatever you prefer, or you could also use tofu to make a vegetarian version. I will marinate the prawns with sweet Thai soy sauce along with some corn flour. For the noodles, I'm using this Thai noodles which I got from Amazon. The instruction says to soak it in cold water for 10 minutes. For the sauce, I'll add some tomato ketchup, store-bought tamarind pulp, some brown sugar and 1 spoon vinegar. In a wok, I'll drop in the chopped garlic, then fry the tofu first along with the prawns. To that, I'll add the soaked softened noodles and the sauce mix I just made. I'm going to crush some roasted peanuts in a mortar and pestle to garnish the noodles. To finish it off, I'll add some red chili flakes, some spring onions and the crushed peanuts. Typically, this dish is served with a slice of lemon and some red chili powder for that extra kick. Around 8ish, I start preparing dinner. Today I wanted to make chole and sooji ka halwa. For me and Parth, I'm making this recipe of Pongal with Foxtail millet which I have soaked overnight. I'm also going to make a spicy tomato chutney to go with the Pongal since the Pongal has less spice in it. It's lunchtime and I'm making a nice heartwarming thali consisting of mixed dal, bhindi and aloo fry and palak paneer. I'm making a veg pulao, gobi sabji and beans aloo fry. For the gobi, I'm going to put some methi seeds and a bay leaf in the karai, then add the chopped onions and gobi and fry it till golden brown. For the masala, I will add salt, turmeric, red chili, jeera and coriander powder along with some chopped tomatoes. While that's cooking, in a pressure cooker, I will add few cloves, cardamom, bay leaf and chopped onions along with carrots, peas and chopped tomatoes. For the masala, I will only add some salt, jeera powder and garam masala and then add the washed rice. For 1 cup rice, I add 2.5 cup water. Also, I will add 2 chilies and some fresh curry leaves and let it cook. After the gobi is fried well, I will add some water and let it simmer for a while. I will serve Kaya first like always, and while she eats, we will serve our plates too. I wanted to try this recipe of whole wheat naan or atta naan today. For that, I have taken 2 cups of atta, salt, pinch of baking powder and baking soda each, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil, 1 cup of curd. I have asked Parth's help in kneading the dough and he is very good at it. In a small bowl, I'll take some chopped coriander leaves, few garlic cloves chopped, 1 tablespoon of kalonji or nigella seeds for applying on the naan later. I'm also going to make butter paneer to go with it. For the butter paneer in a pot, I will add some butter and let it melt. Then add some jeera seeds, ginger garlic cloves, green chilies and some cashews and let it roast well. Then add the tomatoes. Then I will cover and cook that till it's cooked and mushy and then blend it into a fine paste. To the same pot, I'll add 1 bay leaf and 1 stick of cinnamon. Then add masalas like red chili powder and coriander powder along with some crushed kasuri methi, and then I will add the puree that I just made. I will also add some water to it according to the consistency I want, and then add the cubed paneer pieces to it. I will also add some garam masala at the end along with a pinch of sugar and fresh cream. By now the dough will be nice and soft enough and I will start to make the naan. I will try to give it somewhat a naan shape by rolling it oval. Then I will add the mix that I made a while ago and apply onto the rolled dough. Then I will turn it over and generously apply water on the back of the rolled dough. As soon as you put that on the tawa, you will see nice bubbles forming on top, and because we applied water on the back, the dough is going to stick on the pan and you can flip it over like this on the gas to give the naan a tandoor touch. Tonight, Parth decided to make dinner. He wanted to have this mutton curry that he had at his friend's house, which took him 4 hours to make it. Without pressure cooking, in Bengali we call it kosha mangsho. Basically, it is the art of slow cooking the mutton in a pot till it easily breaks off the bone. In a pot, he has added some oil and dropped in the overnight marinated mutton. He marinated the mutton with some salt, haldi, mustard oil, ginger and garlic paste. He also added a bay leaf, cloves, cinnamon stick and cardamom pods. After the water in the mutton has evaporated and the meat started to turn brown, he added the sliced onions and green chilies, and once it's fried, he will add the tomato puree along with masala like red chili powder, jeera and coriander powder. Now he will let it slow cook for hours.
Papa, I can tell that
stirring in between with some sprinkles of water so that it doesn't stick to the pot.
Papa, is your mutton tasty?
For anyone who is a non-vegetarian, you know how it feels. I'm back in the kitchen to prepare lunch. Our typical regular meals include one dal, two sabjis and sometimes some non-veg if we crave for it. I have put some tur dal to pressure cook. I'm going to make palak dal with that. I'm also going to make raw papaya sabji since raw papaya is very good for increasing your milk supply. I'm also going to make bhindi fry. For the raw papaya sabji, I will fry the dal fritters or bori in the pressure cooker with some oil. Then add some methi seeds and add the raw papaya. For the palak dal to the same karai where I fried the bhindi, I will add some oil, then add jeera seeds and dried red chilies, chopped onions and cubed tomatoes and let it cook. To the raw papaya, once it's fried well, I will add the tomato cubes along with masala like haldi, salt, red chili powder, jeera and coriander powder. For the palak dal, I will then add the chopped spinach along with masala like salt, turmeric, red chili powder and coriander powder. Once it's fried well, I will add the cooked dal in it. This is also done. I will add the fried dal fritters and cook for 5 more minutes before switching off the flame. Time to cook some dinner. Today's menu is dal makhani. I have been wanting to eat it for quite some time now. It's one of my favorite dishes to order at a Punjabi restaurant. I have soaked black urad dal and handful of rajma overnight. Now I'm going to pressure cook it for 15 minutes or so. In a pot, I will add a big chunk of butter. Yes, that's right. This dish has to be rich. If you want to make it on regular basis, you can use oil and add butter in the end. I will add 1 spoon of ginger and garlic paste, red chili powder and a paste of 3 tomatoes and 1 spoon of tomato ketchup for color. Once it's well cooked, I will add the boiled dal to it. You can add water according to how thick or thin you want it. I will let it cook in slow for a while, then add butter and fresh cream at the end. For the dal makhani tadka, I will add 1 teaspoon of ghee, then add kasuri methi and red chili powder for some more extra color.
Halwa? Have it. Ow.
Time to cook some lunch. Today I am cooking a very popular Bengali dish called shukto. While the veggies are frying, I'll make a paste of poppy seeds, yellow mustard seeds and green chilies. And then pour the paste onto the fried veggies. Once it's done, I'll add half cup of coconut milk and that's it. I'm also going to make some dal with only onions and no tomatoes. Here I'm going to marinate the parwal with some salt, haldi, red chili powder and some flour. It's almost lunchtime and I wanted to make something quick and easy yet fulfilling. I'm making egg curry today. Also some khichdi for Kaya since her tummy wasn't very well. This is a very typical Bengali way of making egg curry where we need to fry the eggs and potatoes first. Then to the karai I added some cloves and jeera seeds along with chopped onions and green chilies. Also some ginger garlic paste and tomato cubes. For the masala I have added turmeric, red chili powder, jeera, coriander powder and garam masala. And here's our lunch ready too. We had some leftover methi saag in the fridge which we are going to finish up. Tonight's dinner menu is roast chicken, fried rice and grilled pineapple. Parth is getting the chicken ready for roasting. While I cut the pineapple, Kaya is watching Stuart Little on Netflix. For making this Thai fried rice, I am going to fry the leek along with garlic and red chilies. Then I will add the chopped mushroom and bok choy. Then I will add the cooked rice along with soy sauce, brown sugar, vinegar and sesame oil. Also a dash of lemon juice. Back to the kitchen to prepare lunch. Parth loves Rajma. I'm not a big fan, but being with him for the past 12 years, I have developed the taste for it and now seems like I enjoy it too. For today's lunch, I'm going to make Palak Dal, broccoli aloo fry, kurkure bhindi, Rajma and Raita. Here I am going to boil the masoor dal first and then make a paste of onions and green chilies. Also grind 2 tomatoes into fine paste for Rajma. I'll start making the Rajma in a pressure cooker. I'll add oil. To that I'll add few cloves and a bay leaf. Then I'll add the onion paste and cook for a while, and then add ginger garlic paste, and then add the tomato puree. To that I'll add haldi, salt, red chili powder, jeera and coriander powder and some garam masala. To that I'll add the soaked Rajma and I'll cook it for 30 minutes or 7 to 8 whistles. To a karai, I'll add some jeera seeds and dry red chilies. Then to that I'll add the boiled potatoes and fry for a while. And then I'll add the broccoli and let it fry for a while before adding the masalas required. To the same karai, I will add dry red chilies and methi seeds this time, and then add the chopped spinach, and then add the masala and add the boiled dal to it. For kurkure bhindi, I will wash the bhindi well and then wipe it dry with a towel. I will slit the bhindi in half and add it to a bowl, and then add salt, turmeric, red chili powder, besan and corn flour. Then mix it well and keep aside. I will also make some raita with onions, coriander leaves, jeera powder and red chili powder. Today we wanted to eat something fancy. I have been seeing this recipe of Thai green curry for so long but haven't made it. I will fry the chicken pieces first till it's brown, then take it out and add the chopped onions. Once it's fried well, I will add the Thai green curry paste. I got this one ready-made, but you can also make it at home. There are a lot of recipes for this on the internet. Then I will add all the cut veggies along with some lemon zest and a vegetable stock cube. Also some fish sauce, you can substitute that for soya sauce too, and some lemon juice. I will also add some red chili paste along with little bit of brown sugar. Then I will add water and chicken pieces and let it boil till everything is cooked. I'll finish it off with some coconut milk. I will also make some lettuce wraps with minced chicken and mushroom stuffing.
Lettuce.
Coriander.